Welcome to online English class. This is level 1, lesson number 5, video number 1, part 1. Today we're going to review unit 1 through 6. We're going to practice future and past tense, and then we're going to begin lesson 7. You are probably watching this video between April 20th and May 3rd. This video was made on April 17th. So let's start with the warm-up. Today is Friday. The date is April 17th, 2020. The weather is sunny. The weather today is sunny. The temperature is 67 degrees. It feels mild. Alright, now I want you to tell me what is today for you, and what is the date you are watching this video. What is the weather outside, and what is the temperature? Now let's talk about past tense. We're talking about past tense because I want to know the weather yesterday. Well, if we talk about today, we say the weather is. The past tense of is was. Yesterday, the weather was sunny. And now we're talking about tomorrow, the weather tomorrow. So we're talking about the future. Tomorrow, the weather, well, if we talk about today, we say the weather is. The future tense of is will be. So tomorrow is today Thursday? No, tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday. We've got some clouds and some sun, so we can say partly cloudy. Tomorrow, the weather will be partly cloudy. Okay, let's start Unit 2. On Unit 2, we learned words to describe location. So we have a box here. This is the box. This is in the box, on the box, under the box, above the box, on the left of the box, or left of the box, and on the right of the box. And of course, we have next to. Next to can be here or here. And then we have shelves, the top shelf, the middle shelf, the bottom shelf. We say something is on the shelf, on the top shelf, on the middle shelf, on the bottom shelf. And when we're talking about size, we have big, medium, and small. This is the box again. This is the box. This is inside the box. Inside the box, we have at the top, in the middle, and at the bottom. And we have shapes: square, circle, triangle, horizontal rectangle, and this should say vertical rectangle. This is vertical rectangle. So in Unit 7, we're going to use the top shelf, the middle shelf, and the bottom shelf a lot. So in this picture, we have the top shelf, the middle shelf, and the bottom shelf. On the top shelf, we have bottles of sauce, a can of fish, and a can of beans. On the middle shelf, we have cheese, juice, and noodles. On the bottom shelf, we have a toaster, jelly, bread, and cereal. So we would say the juice is on the middle shelf, or the beans are on the top shelf. And we would say the bread is under the juice, the bread is between the toaster and the cereal. Oops. And we say the cheese is above the toaster. So, what is the juice between? What is the juice between? The juice is between the cheese and the noodles. The sauce, the bottles of sauce, are above the cheese. So this is how we use the top shelf, the middle shelf, and the bottom shelf. And we use next to, between, on, and above, and under. Next to is easy. So the juice is next to the cheese. Oops, the juice is next to the cheese. The beans are next to the fish. The juice is between the noodles and the cheese. The juice is next to the cheese and the noodles. Alright, so now let's look at Unit 3. In Unit 3, we learned the present continuous. The present continuous is, what are you doing? What is she doing? What is he doing? So how do we write the present continuous? We use to be. So we have I am, you are, he, she, or it is, we are, and they are. We use to be. And then with the verb, we write ing at the end. So I am doing, I am sleeping, I am eating, I am any action with the letter ing at the end. I am walking, I am studying. This is the present continuous. So let's look at this one. Is she work now? If I write this in the present continuous, it's is she working now? No, she isn't. She's walk. Let's write she's walk in the present continuous. She is walking. She is walking now. Are they buy water now? Buy. Buy is an action. If we write it in the present continuous, it is, are they buying water now? Are they buying? We write ing after the verb. No, they are eating. They are eating lunch. Now, let's talk pronouns. Pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Pronouns. And these are the words that describe ownership. So, this word goes with this word here. I goes with my. What does it mean though? So let's say I have a pen. I have a pen. This is I have a pen. So if we want to talk about this pen, we say my. This is my pen. You have a marker. You have a marker. This is your marker. So we use these words to show ownership, which means this is something I have. So I have a pen. This is my pen. You have a pen. This is your pen. He has a pen. This is his pen. She, her. It, its. We, our. That's O-U-R. I wrote this wrong. It's O-U-R. They have a pen. Their pen. So let's get some practice. Sarah has a pencil. Sarah is she. Okay? So she has a pencil. Her. This is her pencil. David has a dog. David is he. So we say, this is his dog. This is his dog. Andy and Ollie have cars. This is two people, so we say they. These are their cars. Okay, so now we're going to review Unit 4. Unit 4 is about the body and health. So make sure you know all of the words on the body. So we have the eyes, nose, mouth, head, shoulders, elbow, fingers, thumbs. And inside your mouth you have your tongue. Tongue, thumb. Remember those two words because there's always a lot of confusion between tongue and thumb. This word is tongue. Tongue is in your mouth. Thumb is on your hand. Oh, and toes. Toes are on your feet. So, how many tongues do you have? You have one tongue. How many thumbs do you have? You have two thumbs. How many toes do you have? You have 10 toes. And what is this called right here? What is this? Right here. This is your wrist. Okay? So I want you to study all of your body. Make sure you know all of the words for your body. Your chest, upper back, lower back, knees, and ankle. Remember ankle? It's ankle, not uncle. Ankle is on your foot. Uncle is the brother of your mother or the brother of your father. So in the book, we talk about symptoms. Like this one. This one says, he has a terrible cold. And this one is, I have a headache. So you need to understand the difference between has and have. So we have I, you, we, they, he, she, it. So over here for I, you, we, they, we say have. He, she, it has. Need, needs. So I, you, we, they, no S. He, she, it, S. Hurt, hurts. Go, goes. No S, S. Hooray! We finally get to start Unit 7. I hope you understood everything from Unit 1 to Unit 6. If you have any questions, you can ask me on WhatsApp. But now we're going to start Unit 7. Unit 7 starts on page 84. So, this is the picture on page 84. And here are the words you need to know. Apples, bananas, cheese, cookies, milk, cashier, shopping cart, stock clerk. So, apples. Let's look for the apples. Apples. Apples are here. We have green apples, and we have... Are those red apples? Maybe red apples? Is that red apples? Okay. Or maybe they're mangoes. Okay, let's just say green apples. Okay? We have bananas. Bananas are yellow. That's easy. Bread. Bread. Do you see bread? Oh, bread. This is a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread is a big piece of bread. This bread is in slices. So they cut the loaf of bread into slices for you so you can make a sandwich. This is bread. Next word, cheese. 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 In the shop, this is the shopping cart. Cheese. Here. Okay. Cookies. Let's look in the shopping cart. Cookies. Milk. Look, I see some milk over here. Cashier. The cashier is the person who counts your money. They count your money. So when you go to buy stuff, this is the cashier. The cashier is scanning your items. She scans all of your items and then you pay her. A shopping cart. This is a shopping cart. A stock clerk. A stock clerk. Okay, let's look at clerk first. Clerk is a person who works at the grocery store. Clerk is a person who works at the grocery store. Stock. Stock means items. Items, so things. So a stock clerk is a person who puts items into the store. So this man, he's putting potatoes onto this box. So he's putting the groceries out into the store. He's the stock clerk. His job is to make sure that the store has food to sell. Now, do you remember when I told you I, you, we, they, and he, she, it? We're going to use have and has, need, needs, and do, does, and like, likes. All right, so let's look at this picture. Let's look at Shirley and Dan. Shirley and Dan have a shopping cart. They go shopping together. So let's see, what do they have? They have. Let's see what they have. They have. They have bread. I need more space. Okay. They have bread. They have bread, orange juice, cheese. They have cheese. They have milk. They have cookies. And they have eggs. Oh, and one more thing. They have a chicken. They have a chicken. Okay? This is a list of items. List. L-I-S-T. List. A list is a collection of items. So when you go to the store, you have a grocery list. So the list says, I need milk, I need bread, orange juice, cheese, milk, eggs, cookies, and a chicken. That's called a list. So now when I go to the store, I know that I need to buy bread, orange juice, cheese, milk, cookies, eggs, and a chicken. It's a list. So I can take this list with me when I go shopping. So I remember what I need to buy. This is called a list. So the way we write a list is, so we have something. So let's just say bread. And here's another thing, and another thing, and another thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We write a comma between each item. So let's say bread, orange juice, cheese, milk, cookies, eggs. And before the last word, we say and. This is a list. We say the first thing, and then we write comma, the second thing, comma, the third thing, comma, the fourth thing, comma, the fifth item, comma, and before the last one, we write and. So we write and before the final, we write and before the final item. We write a comma. We write this between every item. This is a comma. Look at the comma in this sentence. We have bread, comma, orange juice, comma, cheese, milk, cookies, eggs, and the chicken. We write the comma between every item, and we write the word and before the last word, before the last item.